Welcome back to Bucket Drop and Golden Sun. Today's shower song is Wet Sand by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. One of my favorite Red Hot Chili Pepper songs, one of my favorite guitar solos, and one of my favorite albums. But we're not here to talk about that. As you can see, we're back in the desert, and we're going to get caught in the storm again. And this time, we're not going to get rid of it. And it's going to take us all the way back to Crossbone Isle. Yeah, I've been saying Crossbone Island. Turns out it's actually Crossbone Isle. I-S-L-E. Yeah, see? Not that it's that important, but might as well be correct. Oh, right, we need to make sure someone can use growth here. So I thought about how far I'm going to go into through the island, because I'm not going to do all of it right now. I did a trial run just to make sure I could, to see how far I could make it. And I actually can beat the whole thing. However, as I am now, fighting the final boss at the end will be extremely tedious and boring. So I think what I'm going to do is pretty much make it all the way up to the final boss, but I'm not going to fight him. So we made it to level 4 last time, and we're going to make it, I believe there's 9 levels before the final boss. So we're going to make our way all the way through. At the very least, we got to make it to level, I think 7 is where the Djinn is, and that's Ivan's final Djinn. All right, here's where we left off. And as we saw last time, we couldn't get past here because we didn't have halt. But now we do. So we can make it past here and get a useless item. Can we go up this way yet? No. So we're going to halt one more time, and then instead of halt, now we're going to start using cloak. And there we go. So there's a couple really good pieces of equipment we're going to be getting. Actually, believe it or not, I think the one we get in this room might be the best piece of equipment we're going to get. It's this one right here, I think. Yep. Storm Gear. Storm Gear is one of the best pieces of armor in the game, and it's so good that it's useful even in the Lost Age where everything's stats are higher. Ridiculously high defense increase, 42, and it increases everything except earth resistance by a lot. So what we're going to do is give that to... it's going to be one of these two. I think I'll actually give it to Ivan, because while this does restore PP, it only restores 2 per turn. So we'll just give that to Mia instead of her restoring just a couple HP, because I'd like to keep Garrett's speed boost up. We'll pretty much be going... All right, calm down. Even with reduced speed, Garrett's probably fast enough to outspeed most of the enemies, but just to make sure, I'm going to keep it on him. Let's look past you. Is that it? Is there any more? Yes, this one should be just coins. Oh, no, we already got the coins. Never mind. So if you didn't notice, every level of Crossbone Isle has a multiple of 111 coins for each level, and it maxes out. Each level adds another multiple, and it maxes out at 999 at the final level. And here's our first post-roadblock boss. Now here the bosses start getting significantly harder because we couldn't make it this far before. And the Harrigan and the Stone Soldiers are just normal enemies, but the Lizard King is strong. Sammy Watkins is a powerful enemy. If you don't know, Sammy Watkins is a wide receiver in the NFL, and he is batshit crazy. He refers to himself as the Lizard King, and he believes that he is powered by the sun. I'm not making any of this up. I know it sure sounds like I am, but I promise you I'm not. Oh yeah, I didn't explain... Well, I kind of explained Isaac's new synergy, but Shuriken, I tested it out between videos. Shuriken is really powerful, and unlike most synergy, it does fairly even damage to all 3 targets, and it's very cheap. So that's going to be a really good multi-target thing for the random encounters. And Death Plunge is just ridiculously powerful. Yeah, we're just gonna keep like that. So, as I was, I was trying to figure out when I would fight the final boss at the end of this, because it is, like I said, it's the strongest fight it's the hardest fight in the game by far, and I kind of had 2 options. Well, I have kind of 3 options really, because normally the way you beat him is you would summon rush, where you just try and summon as many guys as you can and as quickly as you can and take him out before he deals too much damage to you. And even then, you don't always do enough damage, and he deals a ton to you. So that's out, because obviously I can't do any summons, because I gave myself these arbitrary rules to follow. But my other options, the one I could do now is basically I would, on and off, I would switch between using and setting Granite with Garrett and Flash with Mia every other turn. So first turn, I would probably just attack with everybody except for Mia, who would use Flash, which would prevent a ton of damage. And then on the next turn, Isaac and Ivan can do whatever they want. Garrett will use Granite, and Mia will set Flash. And then on the following turn, Isaac and Ivan do whatever they want. Garrett sets Ground, and Granite, and Mia uses Flash, so on and so forth until the battle ends. And I went up against him in a practice run, and I didn't finish it because it would take a ridiculously long time, because he has ridiculously high HP, ridiculous stats all around the board, and increases his own stats ridiculously. So, like, even Isaac was only doing, like, 40 damage per turn. So I can beat him without dying, but it would just be an absurdly long slog that's not interesting to watch, talk about, or do. Our puzzle here is going to be very similar to that room in Tret's Forest, but it's much simpler. Well, it's not particularly simpler, but it's there's more stuff to get. Let's see. First thing, we want to get that treasure over there. I know is a piece of equipment. I think I already might have messed this up. Maybe, no, we're good. Throw this one here. Yeah, never mind, we're fine. Up. Oh, no, I did screw it up. Yeah, I need this. Oh, wait. No, I already did that. Oh, duh. I forgot I could push this one down. You can't push the ones on the ends so that you don't prevent yourself from leaving. But, I forgot you could push the second one there. Oh, whoops. Gotta push the middle one down first. And then we can push this one. And then we can push this one back. Right, perfect. I forget what piece of equipment this is, but I think it's the ninja garb, which if it is, I'm going to give that to Garrett because it's a version of the elven cloak, basically, but rather than multiply his agility, it'll just give him a flat rate, so it'll be less, but it gives a significantly higher defense bonus. Yep, that's what it is. And I think it also increases wind resistance. Yeah. Just a little bit. 30, but much higher defense. So I'll take a 30-point decrease in agility for a 20-point in defense. That's pretty worth it. So unfortunately now we can't get... no, I'm thinking of a different one. I was going to say we have to leave and come back, but we don't. I can just empty the water again. This nasty green water. Oh yeah, I was talking about taking on the final boss here. The there's basically 2 other things that I can add to my strategy that will make it go a little bit quicker and easier. So, the final Djinn that we're going to be getting, Luff, is a Jupiter Djinn that seals the opponent's synergy at a 100% success rate. So when we get that, I'll be able to prevent the final boss from doing anything but attack. His attack still does a ridiculously high amount of damage, but it will prevent him from boosting his stats. It'll prevent him from using synergy that would damage my party. So that's one thing I can add to the party. The only problem with that is I should have thought this out better for endgame. The way we have everyone set up, Luff is gonna go to Mia. Unfortunately, Mia also has to be using Flash. So I'll have to work out a different strategy where maybe what I'll be doing is setting and using Kite on Mia so that she can use Flash and Luff. I'm not sure how long Luff's effect lasts for. I might be okay just using one after the other, but I'll have to test it out a little bit once I get it. But the other main thing is if I do a little bit of grinding, basically, is my other option. Yeah, here we just got to push that down one more. If I do some grinding, then Mia will learn Break at level 34. And what Break does is it removes all positive effects that you've added. So I'll be able to continue basically the Flash and Granite strategy that I was doing, and then just use Break every now and then when the boss raises his own stats too high. A potion. And I'll definitely have to do some item rearranging to make sure that Ivan and Isaac have, for the most part, all their items. So really what I should have done is given one of these Jupiter Djinn to Mia, and then Mia would get... then Isaac would get Luff. Because if I take one of these off, he still stays a ninja. Or I could have given it to Garrett. I had 2 chances to do this, and I kind of fucked it up. Because I was not thinking of total endgame strategy. When I was thinking of endgame strategy, because I was thinking of Kite and... Alright, now you're going to get to see Shuriken. I was thinking of Kite and... Oh, I already used Shuriken, never mind. I was thinking of Kite and... what was it? Kite and Flash for endgame. Not really remembering that Kite isn't super necessary. Flash is absolutely necessary. Kite kinda isn't. That's not great. Oh well. Didn't realize it was purple. So if anyone needs to heal, it's gonna be Garrett. So as you saw there, that did the exact same amount of damage to both of them, even though the big target was on the one on the left. So it does pretty decent damage, like almost as much as a regular attack. I'll use a regular attack so we can see how much it compares to. Okay, so when the unleash happens, it doesn't do enough, but I think that's because these guys might resist Jupiter. Well, it's using Fire Blessing, so maybe not. Depending on the enemy's resistances, it can do a ton of damage. Alright, they're gonna stay binded for a bit. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, I was kind of just thinking in terms of using Flash and Kite. And Kite kind of isn't as necessary as the other ones. And mainly it's just that I forgot that Luff is super useful for the boss of this. Because, his synergy... If you seal his synergy, all he could do is attack. He doesn't have anything... Like, if I had sealed their synergy, they would have still been able to use Fire Blessing, because it's not spell, it's Fire Breath. The final boss of this doesn't have anything that isn't a spell that would get blocked. Oh, I need to set... I need to put Move back on. I took it off a while ago. So this is... in this room, we're actually going to have to leave and come back at least once. You can't get everything in one go. But I think I only have to do it once. So first we'll... oh, actually, before I do this, very important, we need to push this guy up here. The treasure chest is actually on top of the pillar. I'm surprised that they didn't do that more in this game. It's interesting that they only did it once, because it seems like it could have just been a bigger part of some puzzles, and it doesn't happen. It definitely doesn't happen in the Lost Age, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't happen in Dark Dawn, so that might be the only time in the whole series where you move a treasure chest. And here is the Djinn, though we can't get him quite yet. First, we need to do a couple of other things. We'll come over here. We need to freeze this. And then, see what I say? We cannot get that treasure chest and that treasure chest in the same go. I think maybe there's a way to finagle it, but I think first I'll have to... No, because I think I'm going to need to get over to the other side. There's a treasure chest here. This one's just coins. Yeah, 666. Haha, evil. Alright, he's off. Or maybe I can. Maybe I can do this. Let me see here. Move this over. Okay, so I can get this one here. Though now I can't go. Oh no, I can go down. I'll just go down the left ladder if I need to. Is this one the item? Yeah. So this is the first of the cursed items in here. Pretty much all of the equipment we're gonna get from here on out is cursed equipment. It's just how it is. I think we get that. We'll get a cursed mace and a cursed sword. Well, we can get over here. Maybe I can do this all in one. And cursed armor is the final treasure. And you don't even have to fight this one. And you also get a cursed ring, which prevents curses. Alright, so let's turn Ivan into his final class. Nice stat boosts across the board. It's a pretty significant boost to his HP attack power. That's nice. But let's see where he gains revive. That's huge. But he loses high impact. That's less than ideal, but not too bad. All right, let's see if I can get this last treasure in here. I don't know if I can. I always thought you had to leave, but now that I'm thinking about it, I think I might be all right. Yeah, never mind. You can do this in one. I don't know why I thought you couldn't. So we got to move this most of the way. Take your time. I know it's heavy. I don't know where all of these stone pillars come from. They all look like they come from the mountains, but why would it be in here? All right. Yeah, we can do this. I don't know why I always thought you had to leave and come back. I know in the next one, we definitely do have to leave and come back, and you'll see why when we get there, but... Water of Life. That's useful. All right, and now we just need to push it out of the way and get ourselves out of here. Nice. Nice. All right, let's do it. I didn't need to use that yet. I could have pushed it one. Let's do a personal update. I'm moving out of my apartment. So, heads up, if videos go up a little late, it's because I'm still dealing with it. I don't think it should be impacted. I'm recording this right now, the week that I'm going to move out. And, I think I should be covered through the week. This batch of Golden Sun should cover me through, I think 2 weeks after I move out. So I should be all right. But just in case if there's a little delay in something, that's why. And that's also why I've been doubling up on Golden Sun, and Golden Sun is just easier to play, and I'm doing this all in one big session, and that's just the way it is. And so, but a while ago, me and my roommate re-signed our lease, and part of the way through the lease, he said, "Look, I kind of need a change of scenery. I've been in this area that we're in." He lived in this area before we moved into it together. He's been here a while, and he's just like, "I need a change of scenery." Which, okay, I get it. We had some talks about it. There was some complaints. There was some agreements. Whatever. That's between us, and it's not important. It's done with. We're gonna move out. He wants his own place, and I've realized I kind of want my own place too. So I'm gonna be moving back in with my parents. I still don't have to go back to my office. So rather than scramble to look for a new apartment to move into straight from this one, which that's his plan, and he managed to luck out and get that. He found a new place and he's moving straight into it, as far as I know, which great for him. That's really lucky. That's really nice. I didn't look that hard, and I didn't go crazy. Let me heal Garrett, actually. I didn't go crazy looking, and I just kind of didn't want the headache of it. So instead, I'm going to move back with my parents for a couple months, and then when they give us a bit of a heads up, hey, we're going to the office soon, then I'm going to start looking. If I need to commute for a month, half a month or something, then so be it. I'll be spending $300 on travel in the month rather than spending probably 5 times as much as that. Well, probably more than 5 times as much as that. I don't need to talk about how much the apartment I'm looking to move into is, how much I want to spend, but it's going to be way more than 1 month of travel on the Long Island Railroad. So I'll save some money either way. It'll be annoying. I'll have to start waking up super early again, but it's kind of all worth it to not have to deal with moving straight into another apartment. And I thought I was going to have to rent storage for my stuff, but my dad said that we could probably make room for it because I don't have that much stuff. I just have my bed and my dresser in my room, and then like a table or two, because everything else was kind of just is small stuff that I can squirrel away in my room, stick upstairs. So I don't have that much stuff that needs to get moved, so we're just going to rent a U-Haul and stick it all in the basement, which, fine by me, saves me money on movers, saves me money on storage. This is the room where we're going to have to leave and come back a couple times, but you'll see as we do it. Mainly because of this right here. There's 3 places you can stick this thing, and each one, when you do each one, you need to leave and come back to reset it. Because what we're going to do, I'm going to right over reveal here and use carry. You need to move it up. Oh, no, that was wrong. I almost moved it to the right there, but if you move it to, once you move it up there, there's nowhere for me to access it again. So you actually have to move it here. And now I can't get it down from there. So for me to put it to one of the other spots where it can go, I need to leave and come back. I like that they're still giving us lucky medals. Not like I'm going to go back and use them here, but I will use them in the sequel, that's for sure. Oh, not this way. Alright, this guy I've accidentally pushed off the cliff many times, so I need to make sure I don't do that. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm gonna move home for a bit. I'm going to walk my dog a lot. I'm looking the wrong way here. I don't know why I did that. Easy. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I do want my own place, but I want to save money more. Well, once I go back to the office, I will get another place, and I'll start looking, but... So I've started moving some stuff out already, and I kind of wish... It's good that I did, because I don't know if everything... We're renting a small U-Haul, because I don't have that much stuff, but... I've started moving some stuff out, stuff that I was like, I'm not going to need this. And some of it, I realized, I probably could have used that. I moved all my guitars back home, just so that I didn't have to, like, stick them in the U-Haul, and I kept them there. You can't really stack them that well, so I didn't want to cram them in my car with other stuff. So I brought them all home, and kind of wish I had left one. I've been jonesing to play it all week. I haven't played all week. I brought them home this previous weekend, so I've only been without them for a couple days at this point, but I want them. All right, we got to leave and come back one last time. Oh, I need to sneeze. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Woo! I moved my air conditioner out. That I actually don't need. I double-checked. Last week, there was actually, like, 2 days where it was, like, 80 degrees. Oh, he moved up a little bit there. There was like 2 days where it was like 80 degrees, and I used my air conditioner for the first time in like a month. And then since then, it's been like low 60s, even upper 50s. And that's how it's supposed to stay. So I don't need the air conditioner anymore. So I took it out of the window and I brought it home. Alright, I'm gonna move this guy down now. And you could jump here, but then you'd have no way of getting to it. So instead, you move it. No, actually, I didn't have to move that down. I could have just moved it over. No. Never mind. That was where I had to move it. Yeah, see, there is enough room to jump over if you put it in front of the ladder, but then you can't get to it. So this, I think, should be the ring. Nope, that's the mace. So depending on who you give the, ring to, different weapons might be better. Different cursed weapons. They all have similar attack power. They will... The one that I just got is not the highest attack power one, but based on the unleashes and the element, a lot of people argue that the mace is the best one. I'm just gonna give Isaac a quick fly. Is this our last room? Yeah, I think this is the last room. So the Thunder Lizards are just normal enemies, but strong enemies. They're gonna show up in Jupiter Lighthouse. The Poison Toad... The Poison Toad is just a very strong enemy here. And this might be the second to last one. I think there might be one more after this. Yeah, I think so, anyway. Of course, not counting the final boss. There's no puzzles for the final boss. You just... After you beat the 9th room, when... Well, I guess... Whew, maybe that did a lot. Oh, and she's stunned. Well, stun only lasts a turn, so I don't need to heal it. It'll fix itself. I should have been giving these breads to Mia the whole time, because, her class is just gonna be so much weaker than everyone else's. Uh-oh. Oh boy, she might die. She's dead. Okay. Good thing that we got, good thing that we can do this. Our first revive of the game. Because nobody else has had the classes for that yet. A nice thing in this game, Revive does fully heal. God, these things will not die. I might have trouble, why is me invisible? That was weird. You guys saw that, right? That was super weird. Alright, this thing's gotta be close to being dead now. Use Eruption. Or not this thing in the middle. There we go. I was gonna say, those guys on the ends had to be close to dying. But if it's taking me that much to kill them, might be a tough go through Jupiter Lighthouse. Okay, that thing is definitely resistant to Earth. That does a lot. Alright, we're gonna attack with everyone here, and Mia will be our healer. Because Ivan's, Sonic Smash, when it hits 3 times like that, it's super powerful. It's like I said, it was like the whatever blade before. I forget which one it was. Not the Ninja Blade, but the one we got from the bandits at the very beginning of the game. And it can hit up to 3 times. And I was wrong. If it hits the first one time, it is actually weaker than a regular attack. Or maybe it's normal attack, but it adds on the element, and just depending on the opponent's elemental weakness, it might resist it. Okay, there we go. I think there might be one more. Is this the last room? You know what? This might be the last room. Okay, we can overwrite Carrie now with Frost. Yep, he's the only one using Frost. So we might have to leave and come back on this one too. Yeah, because this only works once. If this was frozen and I did that, that would have unfrozen it, or what? Unfrozen. It would have melted it, and you need to do that to get one of the items. So, you know what? I'm actually just not even going to. I'm gonna leave and come back right now rather than waste a bunch of PP going through this and then have to do it all again. Because Ivan, I want him to be able to heal. Because there's Still, I'm pretty sure there's one more floor of bosses before we get to the final one, but I can't remember what the layout is. What is this? Yeah, 888, so there is one more. What do we do now? We need... Oh, I thought there was a treasure chest down there. We gotta push this out of the way. Oh yeah, I can't get everything in one go. Because I can't get that treasure chest. Right? Yeah, I did. Oh wait, no, I think if I did... Never mind, if I do this right. On me double checking I could do everything, I jumped over there, got it, and then went down, which you can't do that. If you come over here first, freeze this. Now we can get through again, because if I had already raised that, I can't drop this, and then I wouldn't be able to get back up to that ladder, because we need to push this down, jump across, freeze it again. There we go. Now we can go across. We could jump across one more time. No, don't open the menu. Get the potion. Push this one down. And get another weapon. Oh, yeah, there's the Cleric's ring. Okay, yeah, so that's what it was. That's the ring. That makes it so you can equip curse items without getting cursed. Well, no, that's a wrong way of putting it. You do still get cursed, so you can't take the equipment off, but you don't get any of the negative effects from it. So you still need to go to the sanctuary to remove it. All right, how's everyone doing healing-wise? One quick wish well. All right, here's our final one. Yep, the Cerebus. I don't remember what these guys are weak to. I'm just gonna stick with... I'm gonna go all out because... Well, I guess I kind of was already anyway. It doesn't really matter. They're definitely fire-based, I think. Oh, or maybe they're Jupiter-based. Alright, it seems like they might be Jupiter-based. Oh, or not. Oh, God. Oh, they're ice. I mean, water. So I guess they are weak to Mars, but I'm gonna stick with plunging them. Or, you know what, I'm just gonna attack them. Yeah, that'll be better. So actually, yeah. I was gonna say I could be using Eruption with Mia because she'll be doing a cool 100 damage, but when Sonic Smash activates like that, that'll do 230. Unfortunately, if it doesn't activate, it's only gonna do like 70, but... Yeah, maybe I'll use Blast with Garrett. Or whatever the second layer of Blast is called, I forgot. Okay, that did less damage to Mia, so either that does variable damage... Oh, Mad Blast isn't going to be powerful, it only does 9 PP. You know what? I'm going to heal with Garrett. I'm going to attack with Ivan and use Eruption with Mia. So, even that's not doing that much damage. Maybe I'll try using Carpet Bomb. Okay, so that time it didn't do that much either. It did like 200 or something on one of them. Oh, Cluster Bomb. Let's try a Cluster Bomb, just to see how much damage it does. Attack with him again, and we'll use Corruption with you. Alright, now. That's nice. Alright, Mia finally, Mia is never our damage dealer, but right now she's one of them. These blessing attacks are just so strong. Yeah, I'll stick with Death Plunge. We'll just keep doing what we were doing. It's working for us. Whoops, I just hit my pop filter. Oh yeah, I'm using a pop filter right now. I've had one this whole time, and I just generally don't use it because it's kind of too heavy for its own support. It often falls over. And so I just didn't like using it, and I just kind of don't like the smell of the felt, so I just, in general, didn't use it, but, I've realized that I make a lot of poppin' sounds when I talk into this, so I figured I'd put it in to try it out and see how, if it makes much of a difference, so I'm still just in the process of, like, testing it out, so I don't really know if it's gonna make a huge difference, but I guess we'll be able to, we'll find out together. I think well, because I bought this, and I bought all of my recording equipment, not to make YouTube videos, but to record music, which I dabbled in briefly and then haven't done since, because I'm bad at it and it's really hard. So it's been it's a nice thing to say that I didn't spend money on YouTube, even though technically I did. I got another hard drive, a solid state drive, because the one I had was only 500 gigabytes, and it filled up very quickly with all these YouTube videos, because each video recording itself, depending on the game, is going to be a couple gigabytes. All right. Oh yeah, these are the hardest puzzles here. But let's see if we can knock them out real quick. Nope, that's already the wrong thing to do. This up. Nope, that's wrong. Oh well, we can get this one over here at least. Oh, maybe not. God, I am just fully fucking this up. Oh wait, yeah, we can move this over. You up? Yes. Jump over that way. Jump down. Move over. No, I can't do that yet. Well, I can get this. Water of life. Well, you know what? This video is running a little bit long. Well, no, you know what? I was gonna say we'll call it a day here, but no, we aren't. We're gonna finish this. We've started it, and we're gonna finish it. Let's see. I think if I move this one down, and I move... Oh, wait. Before I do that, let's get that treasure chest in the middle. Over here. Grab this one real quick. Okay. This one's probably nothing. Yep, there's our 999 coins. Woohoo. Okay, so if we move this down, now we can move those over. So, okay, so this was the easy puzzle. This one's nothing. And I was wrong. It's not how you do it. You have to do this one. Then you move this up, and we can jump over. And there we go. A useless sleep bomb. All right, I need one more spot there. Okay. So, here's the tough puzzle. One treasure chest up there, and it's just all this along the sides. And I'm just going to go ahead... no, I'm not going to leave and come back. There's no real reason to. Yes, there we go. That was more complicated than it needed to be. I feel dumb for that one. All right, so let's go. I'm just gonna show the ending here, but keep moving, nothing, and now we are on a boat, and there's our final treasure. Nope, actually, it's a mimic. So we're just gonna We're gonna fight this Mimic real quick. So, we're essentially done here. I can fight the final boss, but it will wipe the floor with me, or it will take... It literally might take an hour, and then I would just have to speed it up ridiculously. I'm just not even gonna go... I'm just gonna wail on this thing. So, we're not gonna do that now. Probably what we're gonna do next is we're gonna go back to Lalavero. We're gonna continue along the game as we were supposed to, go through the lighthouses. And yeah, then once we get up to the... once we get up to the final boss, I'll probably come back, fight the boss here, go back, fight the final boss, and just let quite a bit of plot ensue, because there's going to be a lot of it. The ending of this game is very plot-heavy. What do we get? A potion. So the way you fight the final boss is you walk up this staircase, and I'm not going to do it, because then I'll be fighting him, and I don't want to do that. So instead, I'm going to get out of here and get back to Lalavero, and I'll see you guys there next time on Bucket Drop. Peace out.